Hi, this is my vlog number 11 that includes chapter 10 from the Rhetorical Act and chapter 2 of Reading Pop Culture. So to start off, we'll talk about chapter 10 of the Rhetorical Act, and it's basically all about how ideas will need a voice to be to be effective, and how the speakers will need to be expressed it properly, because the credibility of the speaker is up to how they expressed it, how they perform the idea in front of the audience. And the chapter then went on to talks about how ethos, pathos, and logos. So ethos, in form of rhetoric, is how uh, trustful you are. Pathos is how the speaker evokes the emotion of the audiences, and logos is all about how knowledgeable you are, because of the subject matter, because you want to be able to express it properly and not mislead the audience. Uh, Now let's talk about chapter 2 of Reading Pop Culture, which are a total of 5 essays, and they're mostly about your identity. So the first reading is an argument being a poser. Uh, so the by Liz Armstrong, and the author talks about how college students don't really know where they fit in, and they have to resort to be a poser, or someone that is going to join a different culture than what they are, uh, and they want to make themselves feel inclusive within a group, to make not make themselves feel like a loner. Uh, I personally disagree with Liz's points here, that you need to be to fit in a group, or else you will be a poser. Uh, I think that you just need to be yourself, like join whatever group you want. There's no exclusivity in of only joining one group. You can join multiple groups. So this next essay is the N-word is flourishing among the generation of hip hop Latinos. Why should we care now? By Raquel Cepeda. It talks about the influence of rap and hip hop in the Latino community, with more Latinos using the N word as a form of being hooded, and being talking about being homies and stuff like that, because their excuses for that is that they they found those words from hip hops. I am Asian, so the N word is not part of my vocab. But I disagree that Latinos allowed to use it, because they have the same upbringing as African American or Black people. Because I think that the N word should be completely eradicated, like no matter the context that you used it, because it just seems wrong whenever someone said it. Uh, the history behind that word alone, just brought more pain towards the Black community. Uh, you don't uh, you don't want to make yourself look hood in front of others. Just be yourself. There are many other different words to express the same thing you're trying to express with the N word, uh, and without having to offend other people. So the third essay is The End of White America by Hua Chu. So he talks about how America is not really a white dominant country anymore, and is more of a mixed population nowadays, which I find pretty interesting, actually, and also found good, because the United States is a diverse country, and we look, and being diverse is good. Uh, is and with the country being more diverse, then cultures will more cultures were starting to have their influence, and then the United States will be able to have different cultures within it and make it much more diverse within the country itself, and make the world look at us not just as a white dominant country, but with a country that would accept anyone, no matter their skin color, your ethnicity, the culture, your your religion, which is always good. So the next essay is The Sports Taboo by Malcolm Gladwell. Basically, it talks about how the media is basically portraying athletes. If you're a black athlete, then you're the best, which I found pretty insulting, because to the people who work hard and they're passionate, and now they're being resorted to be because they're black, so so they have to be good. Uh, you work hard, so the payoff is you're successful. If you're passionate about it, the result is that you will become successful one day. It doesn't matter if the skin color that you have judges who you are. Like there are other athletes that are not African American or black that are successful. We don't see the media talking about it. So yeah, it's also ignorant to have that opinion about athletes being black and becoming successful. So next essay is The Impression Management in a Network Settings by uh, Dana Boyd. It's all about your privacy within social media, uh, especially with teenagers, or in the privacy of using social media, because we post on social media a lot because we want to express ourselves, but whatever we post it on social media, it stays there forever. You can never truly delete it, and and nowadays teenagers are afraid to express themselves because of that fact. So and then people will use like whatever you said out of context against you, and with cancer culture being a thing nowadays, like people would attack you first before asking you like what really happened, with many cases of popular people being attacked for no apparent reason because someone on the internet said something about them and then put out an evidence that is completely out of context. And it can basically like negatively affect the people that are being attacked on. Yeah, that's it. That is my vlog number 11. Thank you for listening.